Yeah.
We are live.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're going
What?
to share to our few pages.
Yes, we are.
That
You
we
said a few
have.
pages.
That we have, as
A few
always.
pages.
As always, we hope that you had a wonderful day.
Yes, we are. You said
We hope you had a wonderful day. And it's almost the end of the week, y'all.
Yes, it is.
So I don't know if that means something to somebody else, but it sure means something to me.
It means something to me too. And when you come on, like we always say, please share this post. I really, I got a request tonight that y'all share this post to as many men as you know, guys as you know, married or single. I think I may need them tonight to chime in. You know what I mean? Seriously, this is it's a good topic. So yes, send this to as many. And when you come on, hello Kimberly. When y'all come on,
hey,
let us know you're here so we can get started.
Hey Kim. All right.
We got say hello when you come on. Please share. Please share. When you come
Hello,
on.
how you doing?
We are looking forward to tonight's topic.
Oh yeah.
As we do all topics, but this one is maybe a little bit more heated.
Yes.
It may be a more spirited conversation. I don't want to oversell it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Exactly.
we're just looking forward to it. Having a good discussion. And as always, anytime we come on and do lives, it's not about us. It's about us saying something or presenting something that will make you look at marriage different, make you look at your relationship different, even make you look at your single life different, but in a positive way. That you can take something from what we say or do, or somebody else says or do. So
absolutely,
we're excited. So we're gonna get started in a few, but like I said, just share. I need some guys up here tonight, please. Please, I want to hear from the men tonight.
Yes. I don't know what the hell is. It's getting on my nerves.
Okay.
It is.
So
we want to introduce ourselves. We are key players. For those of you who don't know us, and you may watch this in a replay, and we are marriage motivators. We are marriage enthusiasts.
I like that word. That's a good word.
Relationship motivators for those who
wants
or desires to be married. That's as well.
Word.
So we just want to introduce ourselves. And we've been doing this now for quite some time, a long time actually, doing marriage events and things such as that
since nature. 2010.
Since 2010. Mm-hmm. So we've really enjoyed it, and we've had some people rock with us for a long time, and we really appreciate that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And I'm trying to wait because we have a video clip that we're going to be showing tonight. So I don't want to have to show it twice, even though I may have to. So I'm trying to give people a little time to come in, but we may have to go ahead and get started because my wife will start hitting me under the table that y'all can't see. Real quick, we got some events coming up, not that we're doing, that we are a part of. You'll be seeing flyers in the near future.
Yep, I posted one last night.
You did?
Yep, yesterday.
Okay, cool. One is in July. That's a marriage retreat. You put it on the Key Players page.
Yes.
So go to the Key Players page and check that out. Okay, cool. Another event will take place in September. I can't say too much about that. It's something that we are a part of. I'll wait till the people who are in charge of that.
The save the date is out for that.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The save the date is out for that. So we're participating in something in September as well. And we're planning something as well. So just be on the lookout for those things. We are excited. We're planning to do a meetup, just to get out the house and meet new couples and meet other couples, to get together, maybe for a breakfast or something like that. But we're going to let you know more about that very soon.
Very, very soon.
Very soon. All right.
Okay, so I hope it's some guys up here, please. Hey, Princess.
Hey, Princess.
Hey, Princess. Go. Is Ernie with you? Go get Ernie. I need a lot of men on this one. I need some guys.
Hey, Princess.
Not Omar. Okay, Omar. Like the frames, Keisha.
Thank you, Omar. Not just
Yeah. So okay. All right. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. And like I said, just share. Guys, you got to chime in on this one. So our topic tonight is called let me see our little ticker here. You want me to do what? You want me
No,
to
you
do
gotta
what?
be like, you want me to do what?
I'm a man. I'm
Oh,
talking
okay. Well, that's what you gotta say.
Well,
you gotta say it like that. You want me to do what? Okay.
So we ran across a social media post that we saw about 2 weeks ago. And we was like, that'd be a good topic to talk about because Keisha was very animated about it. Yeah, animated about where she stood on the situation. I was neutral. I saw both sides.
No, you won't.
No. Honestly,
don't even do it.
I see both sides on it. So what we want to do now,
right.
we're going to play like a short, like 40-second video clip of what we're talking. Go ahead. No. Go.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry. I was gonna say before we play this video clip, please excuse the language.
Thank you.
Please excuse the language in this clip. We couldn't bleep it out, but it does have a little profanity in it. We don't support that, but we just wanted to let you know before. So if you got kids around, please turn it down. Mm-hmm. Or put your headphones in or whatever the case may be. Because this video clip can be a little raunchy. So not raunchy, but it's not for kids' ear.
Right, it's not for kids' ears.
Right, exactly.
So if you need like 10 seconds to run little so and so out the room, go ahead and run them out the room. All right. So all right. So first we're gonna play the video, then we'll come back, and then we're gonna play someone's reply or question that they posed to the video. Okay. Is that fair? All right.
That's cool.
So let's see if we can do this. This is our first time doing this show.
This is our first time doing it, so bear with us.
We're trying to get
technology.
fancy.
We learning. Yeah, we're being fancy.
All right.
The man woke you up at 3 a.m. and asked you, can you cook him a meal? What meal are you cooking for?
I'm not doing it. Nothing, the fuck? I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. I'm so sorry. Or peanut butter jelly. I'm going back to sleep.
And not a damn thing.
I'm not cooking a damn thing. They getting a sandwich. It's 3 a.m. Fuck, I look like Martha Stewart.
No.
Hell
no.
A dream.
He gonna get a nice turkey and cheese sandwich with some chips and the juice.
I'm making him shit. He better get the fuck up and make his own self. Like, what?
Going to sleep.
Probably a turkey and cheese sandwich.
This pussy.
Okay. So to summarize, the question was, if your man comes home, if I'm reading it right, if your man comes home and asks you to fix him something to eat at 3 a.m., would you do it? That was the basis of it. Minus all the cursing and all that good stuff. What would you do?
Now, I want to hear from some of the people that's on here.
Right. And before we go to the other response, we kind of wanted to get some input now to see where y'all stand on that. Ladies, we talking to you. Would you get up No, we're not talking to the gentleman yet. Ladies, would you get up at 3 a.m. in the morning to fix your man a meal?
What did Omar say? Would you get up, ladies? Princess, Brina, Kim, would
My
you get up?
husband would not do that. Okay, that's one.
She said her husband wouldn't even ask her to get up at 3 a.m. to fix him a meal.
Princess says, tell him night. So I take it that's a no.
We take that. That's a no. That's a no, right, Princess?
I'm assuming that's a no, right, Princess? See, come on, Omar. I need the guys. I want to hear what the men got to say.
No, Princess said
Princess says no. Okay. No. That's a no from Princess. Okay, cool.
All right, cool. Omar. So what do you say? What do you say about it? Because I'm curious to know. And
if you all who may watch the rebroadcast, y'all comment too, because we go back and read those too. We just want to know.
Absolutely.
Ernie said he will cook his own. Okay.
All right, Ernie. Team Ernie.
Okay.
I'm with Ernie.
Okay.
I know my baby ain't getting up.
Omar said, I know my baby ain't getting up. Okay. So that's another.
Well, you got to know that's right.
You got to know your spouse.
You got to know your spouse. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right. So that's okay. That's fair. That's decent. Okay. So here's the part that really I found interesting and made us want to discuss this. Somebody said, Dylan said, what's the question? Okay. See, okay, Matt, Should I run the video again?
You don't have to.
Okay. Darling, just stay right there. I'm going to explain it to you. Okay. So that was the video we just showed. So this person responded to the video with this. And I guess we can read it. Okay. You want to read it?
Okay,
Go
the
ahead.
person responded to the video with this. We saw a comment under the video, and it said, the same woman, actually they shared it to their page, right?
Yes.
Okay, the same women would wake up in man at 3 a.m. and say, babe, I hear something at the front room. Go see what it is and put your life on the line for me and the kids. But can't request but we can't, I guess he's saying,
Yeah.
but we can't request a meal. The math definitely isn't mathing.
Okay.
That was a stretch. But
See?
sorry.
Okay, darling. So we played a video clip prior to that asking a young man was out on the street asking women would they get up at 3 a.m. to fix their man something to eat if he asked them to. And then what we just read was a person who was on the post, and that was their response to the video. So okay, here we go.
So, Dylan, do you think LaWanda would get up at 3? If LaWanda is on here listening, would you get up at 3 a.m. if your husband asked you to get up and fix him a sandwich at 3 a.m.?
No, it said a meal.
A meal. I'm sorry,
Said a
meal
at 3 a.m.
So, okay. And Omar said, yep. I guess he said, yep, to what I was saying when I read the comment. I forgot what I was saying, but.
Okay.
So, Dylan, ask LaWanda that question because I'm curious to know.
So the response to the video was Dylan laughing. The response to the video was the response to the video was the same women you would wake you up at 3 a.m. in the morning and say, babe, I hear something in the front room. Go see what it is to put your life on the line for me and the children. But I can't request a meal at 3 a.m. The math is not mapping
At all.
So, Donna said she would not. Okay, so LaWanda would not. So, is that a fair comparison? Is me asking my wife to get up at 3 a.m. to do something for me that she doesn't want to do or probably feel like I can do on my own? Is that fair comparison to saying, hey, I hear noise, go check that out, and could possibly die from it?
What? That's not even the same.
I'm asking
Oh, sorry.
the question.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, LaWanda, I'm glad that you joined us.
Not saying I would ask him to get up if I hear something. What you mean?
Kim said he's saying I would ask him to get up if I hear. Kim saying he says Omar saying yep. She'll ask me to get up.
Most women would, right? I don't want to sound sexist, but most women would, right?
I mean, but you can't compare sandwiches and meals to.
I'm responding to the video and the post.
Okay.
The man on the street asked a bunch of ladies, "Hey, yes, yeah, hey, it's Stacy."
Hey, Stacy.
The man on the street asked ladies, "If your man came home at 3 a.m., would you get up and fix him a meal?"
LaWanda said we both gonna die.
Hey. The response to that was, why is that? Basically, I'm hearing, why is that an issue if you don't mind waking me up at 3 a.m. to save your life? So let me put it like this. So let me pose it this way. You getting up to fix me something to eat doesn't cause you any life or danger. Nothing whatsoever. It may cost you a little sleep. You may be a little grumpy, but that's all it's going to cost you. Me going to check on a possible break-in or burglar could cost me my life and change the whole dynamics of the family. That's all I'm saying. We can't compare the two because what you're asking me to do is far more dangerous and could cost more for me to do it.
Sabrina said, and me making you a sandwich is not life-threatening.
That's what I just said.
And the one said, and Dylan asking for no meal,
I think she meant ain't.
Oh, ain't asked for no meal at 3 a.m. And even if I did make it, he's not gonna eat what I make. Laugh out loud.
Okay. That's a different situation. Okay, ladies, what about if let's take the word meal out of it? How about that? What if he asked you to fix him a sandwich? Say he just got off work.
That's still getting up, fixing
Say.
something. Oh, well, that's different. If he's just got off work. Well, if we're coming in the house together, say if we coming in the house together from an event and it's 3 a.m. and I'm in the kitchen and we chatting it up. And
go check Nig.
I'm in the kitchen.
Go check and see what it is. NIG. Wow.
Anyway, and I'm in the kitchen and you're in the kitchen, we're chatting it up. And
Mm-hmm.
okay, and then it's 3 a.m. We already awake. I'm fixing you a sandwich. That's different. Okay. Or if you're sick or if you're ill, I don't mind getting up at 3 a.m. fixing your sandwich because I know that you're sick or but waking me up out my sleep just to fix a sandwich or fix a meal, nah.
Okay.
Not me.
Okay. So
I'm not knocking anybody who do it, but not
so LaWanda said now if he works that shift and comes in every morning at that same time and wanted a meal sandwich, I'd make it. Princess said I'll do that.
It'll already be in the refrigerator. You can heat it up. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I got a response for that.
Okay, go
Princess
ahead.
said I'll do that if we're coming in together. And then
Right,
LaWanda said yes, we
exactly.
both up or you're sick. Okay.
Right, exactly.
Okay. So you said the food is already in the refrigerator,
Yeah.
right? So he can fix it himself.
Well, he can warm it up in the
Oh,
microwave.
he can warm it up. Okay. So just for sake of saying, the gun is already in the drawer. You can get the gun and go check on who.
And I have got up while
No,
you
no,
were asleep.
no.
I have
no.
got up and walked down these steps.
The
while you
issue
were
was
asleep.
wake
Okay.
the person
Okay.
up.
Let's be
to
real
do it.
about it. All right, go ahead.
The issue was wake the person up to do it. If you go down there on your own, I don't know that if I'm asleep. The response was wake the person up. I see both sides. Let me just let y'all know. I see both sides of it.
Okay.
I see where the ladies were coming from, and I see the man's point of view also.
Okay.
I see both sides. I'm really neutral on this. If you didn't get up and fix me something at 3 a.m., I'ma still eat if I'm hungry. If I hear noise, I'm just conditioned. If I'm up, okay, I'm gonna go do it.
Okay.
Your
Well,
cousin,
that's the same what we're saying. If
your cousin
we're-
said she missed the question. You
that's
want to
the-
run it back to her?
Okay. You want
Want to show the video? Okay.
We're gonna play
So
the video.
we're gonna play the video one more
time
time and the response. All right. So y'all pay attention. All right.
Mm.
All right. And maybe Keisha will calm down between
I'ma
now and the
calm
video.
down.
Okay.
The man woke you up at 3 a.m. and asked you, can you cook him a meal? What meal are you cooking for?
I'm not doing it. Nothing, the fuck? I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. I'm so sorry. Or peanut butter jelly.
I'm going back to sleep.
And not a damn thing.
I'm not cooking a damn thing.
They getting a sandwich. It's 3 a.m.
Fuck, I look like Martha Stewart.
No.
Hell
nothing.
no. A dream.
He gonna get a nice turkey and cheese sandwich with some chips and a juice.
I'm making him shit. He better get the fuck up and make his own self. Like, what?
Going to sleep.
Probably a turkey and cheese sandwich.
This pussy.
All right. And then this was the reply, Michelle. So here was a question being asked. The same women will wake a man up at 3 a.m. and say, babe, I hear something in the front room. Go see what it is and put your life and the life of me and the kids. Put your life on the line for me and the kids. But this same man can't request a meal. The math is not mathing.
So, Michelle, what are your thoughts on that? Or
Again, so we got a
Right.
couple of responses. Says, okay, you can read it.
or if anybody who, again, Sabrina said, again, my husband would not make me wake up for a sandwich.
Okay.
And my husband would not want me to go put myself in danger either.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's what she's saying.
LaWanda said.
LaWanda said, again, my husband would not wake me up. Well, that was Sabrina. She replied to Sabrina. She said the same.
Okay.
And Omar said, I need that.
I need that sandwich, woman.
Omar said, I need that turkey sandwich, woman. That's what he said.
Again, we're not saying this is right, which one is wrong. Okay. So, firstly, waking someone up for a meal is insane.
Thank
Okay.
you, Michelle.
Okay.
Thank you. We're on the same page. Go ahead. Go ahead with say what you're gonna say.
I just wonder, I'm gonna just throw this out there. Y'all tell me how many of y'all would feel that way if your kid woke you up and said, Mom, I'm hungry. Can you fix me something? to
You better
eat?"
go get yourself back in that bed. That's what I would say.
Oh God. Read Diamonds.
Dylan said LaWanda would have done it early in our relationship when she was trying to win my heart.
Wow.
She would have cooked a 5-course microwave meal.
Wow. Ladies, that's a whole nother topic. And men, how much stuff did we do in the initial stages of dating to win the person that we don't feel like we have to do now? Because it's some
or
of
that
y'all
we don't do
or
now.
don't do now. Because
Right.
there's some of us up here
Absolutely.
barking this, that, the third. 15 years ago, we would have done it because we would have thought it was impressive. Let's keep it real, all of us.
Wait a minute. Well, not
Keisha's
no meal.
Keisha
no
is
meal.
so.
I like my sleep. You always knew I like my sleep. Now I ain't gonna front about
Hold
my
on.
sleep.
Should have
the worst
ate
thing you
dinner.
can do.
However, it's fair for the protector of the family to go see about any potential.
Exactly.
Okay,
it's
so
not
whoa.
even the same thing.
Okay, so you use
That's
the
a
term
stretch.
you use the term protector. So I'm assuming you're saying that's his role.
Oh, here we go.
Do we need to take? Hey, y'all, we need to take a
Okay,
time
go
out.
ahead.
We're together. We're
Okay.
just posing questions.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
Go ahead.
So by protector, you're saying that's his role, Michelle. I'm asking. Yes. Okay. So now we're talking about the different roles of the husband and the wife, right? So if the husband's role is protector, what is the wife's role? This is getting good.
I mean, so we have a okay.
No, I'm responding to what she said. So if role is protector, what's up? What up, Woody Wood?
Hi.
If my role or the man's role is the protector, and that's my role, then you're my wife. What is your role? Because I got the protection down pat. I'm at the door. I'm gonna get up at 3. I'm gonna carry the gun, the knife.
What's your role to fix daddy a sandwich?
I want her to respond because I want to hear what she
You
has
want
to
to hear
say.
from women.
I want to hear from the women on this one, on that. Wait a
What is
minute.
your? She said nurturer. I'm the nurturer. She keeps the family together. She's the glue. She keeps the kids together. She keeps everything running smoothly in the house.
You haven't named
That's
the
what she
husband.
is. You asked what was the woman's role. If your
No,
role is
no.
the
She
protector.
said nurture. What?
She said a nurturer. She's a nurturer. She's the glue
What?
that holds the family together.
I want Michelle
Oh,
to answer.
sorry,
That's who the
Michelle.
question
Go
was
ahead.
posed to. Yes,
Princess
Sabrina.
said,
Go
Princess
ahead.
said a co-pilot, and Michelle said period.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not doing that at any time. I am not setting people up for failure. I never cooked at 3 p.m., 3 a.m. or any time. Okay,
Right.
Michelle, back to this nurturer thing. So are you, and Michelle's laughing, are you a nurturer? So nurturer is one of your roles. Nurturing body of the family. So does that include cooking?
Not at 3 a.m.
Michelle Blue,
Oh, I'm sorry,
does
y'all.
that include cooking?
Let me stop. Okay.
Jesus.
As y'all can tell, this has been like a top of discussion
For her.
in my house. Absolutely.
Michelle says absolutely. So, but that doesn't include 3 a.m. cooking. So, okay, y'all confusing me because Sabrina said my role is to be there and support and make sure the family is running. Part of that is doing stuff you don't want to do.
We all do stuff we don't want to do.
And Michelle has responded.
Right, Michelle.
Okay,
Absolutely.
we're just posing the question because not every man wants to get up and go to that door and could potentially lose his life. Nobody wants to do that, but if he's the protector, if that's his role, then he's going to do it. What this sounds like to me, ladies, is it's not fair or even playing ground. You all are saying, yeah, you better go to that door. That's your role. You the man, this, that, the third. I ain't getting no cooking no sandwich for you at 3 a.m. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm just trying to find an even playing space. Now, you got to know your spouse.
Absolutely.
You know, let me throw that in there. Would I wake her up at
No.
3? I got it. Would I wake her up at 3 a.m. and ask her to fix me something to eat? No.
Will you wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning? I like my sleep.
No.
He already know how I am.
True, and most men won't ask his wife to protect the house. That's true. That's true. That's fair. That's fair. But would he ask her for something to eat? Would he ask her for a meal? My only issue is that y'all are trying to say that me asking you to wake up at 3 is equivalent to me almost dying. That's the only issue I'm having with this whole conversation. I don't care if you don't want to get up at 3. Fine. I'm just saying it's not making sense to me that you are trying to equate the two and saying me waking up at 3. How could you dare ask me to do that?
But that's just like, okay, a person is asleep and you waking them, like, get up, waking them up at 3. But you're going to want to be protected too if somebody coming through this door. Understand what I'm saying?
That's
you
not.
stretching it because a sandwich.
I'm not stretching it. I
a
didn't put
sandwich
this.
and protecting the house. That's two different things. That's a stretch.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
That's a stretch.
Okay, ladies, be honest with me. Be honest. You included since you.
Sorry.
Would you rather get up at? Hey, Shanita, would you rather
Hey, Shanita.
get up at 3 a.m. out of your great sleep to fix a sandwich, or would you rather be at your door with a gun to your head, possibly with your life on the line? Which one would you rather do? Honestly, I need a simple response to that.
Michelle said, I don't think the comparison is reasonable. I agree with you.
That's
Michelle.
fair. That's fair.
I agree with you. Princess says it's definitely not the same. If I hear something, I'll come out right behind Ernie. I'm ready to set. That's right.
Okay, that's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Sabrina said you just checking on some noise. And if you yell, I'm going to come help you. If someone is coming in the house, they are coming for both of us. So she said you by yourself making that sandwich in the kitchen or a meal at 3 a.m.
So you'll get up to help me beat somebody up, but you won't get up to fix me a turkey sandwich. Is that what I'm saying? Hearing? I just want to make sure it's clear. I'm asking the questions. Okay, LaWanda said she called 911. Okay.
So that's still supporting. That's playing a supportive role.
That is the
That's
part.
still helping. That's still getting up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Michael has instructed me to stay behind or get me and the kids to safety. Okay, that's fine.
Supporting.
That's fine.
The supporting
But
role.
that's right. But y'all don't see fixing somebody something to eat at 3 a.m. as supportive? The math
got to
ain't.
be at 3 a.m. though. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, pick a time. Because your sister says she ain't getting up at 3 a.m. or p.m. So pick a time. That's all I'm saying. I don't even know if the time is the issue. To me, it's just sounding like y'all don't want to do what you don't want to do. Am I wrong?
No, that's not. No, you're not wrong.
You mean I am?
I mean,
wrong.
you are wrong.
Right. You
Yes.
disagree with me.
Yeah, I disagree with you.
Okay.
We're talking the time. I think played the major role here.
The time. So, ladies, okay, the time is the issue. Okay, so let's speed it up. Say.
Wait a minute, we got the.
Okay.
Shanita said, "Unfortunately, I'm not married. It don't matter. You don't have to be married in a relationship. You desire.
Wait a
to be
minute. Wait a
married.
minute. Read
That's what we're
everything
talking
she
to.
said.
I'm not married, but oh Lord.
Read it
Oh,
loud. The mic close.
No, because I probably already yelling because I work around kids. So
Yeah, that's true.
unfortunately, I'm not married, but I would get up at 3 a.m. and fix whatever he wants. She's single. She's trying to get a man.
Why
What we
is
just
it?
talk about.
But see,
what we just talked about.
so but y'all don't realize
No,
that's
Shanita,
making you
that-
look
That is
bad.
awesome, Shanita. I'm just so grateful for you. Like I said, you got to know your spouse. Yeah.
Just don't wake a person up. That is extremely selfish.
is.
So is it selfish for you to wake me up to go see what's at the door? I'm just trying to get some even ground
So
here.
we'll both lay there and hear somebody knocking at the door. How about that? I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Because that's not even a comparison.
You got it. You got access to the food. I will make a meal. Okay. I guess that was occasion.
On occasion.
On occasion.
Yes, absolutely.
There is danger.
Right. See, that's different. You got to come with something else.
See, I think the real issue here is what we're really talking about is sacrificing.
Right. Okay.
What are you willing to sacrifice that will make you uncomfortable to make your spouse happy
Mhm.
or to
That's
please
good.
your spouse? We talking about time and we talking about food, but we can switch those out for any two things. And would y'all have the same response?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We really are talking about what it takes to have
There's
a
gonna be some
strong.
sacrifices.
There's going to be some sacrifices made in the marriage relationship.
So, okay. So Dylan said, I would make a meal for my wife if the table was turned. And Woody said, cooking food at 3 a.m. will only happen once or twice a year.
Right.
Well, they didn't say that.
Right.
Okay. If that's protection for an entire family, 24 hours, 7 days a week is a job,
Task.
and a
and
role.
role.
We talked about a role already. Would he want both of us to die? That's what Wanda said. And Shanita said, that's a good point, sacrifice.
Sacrifice. It's really about give and take. That's what makes a marriage and / relationship strong and work. Would he want both of us to die? Oh no, that's what Wanda said. No, nobody. I don't want anybody to die. I don't want anybody to starve. I'm not even talking about the food versus someone at the door. I'm talking about what are you willing to do to sacrifice for your spouse? That's going to make you uncomfortable. that's going to make, we're using sleep and food because that's what was in the post. You don't have a successful marriage without doing things you don't want to do. You don't have a successful relationship without sacrificing. It is impossible to have a success. And by what I mean by success, we both giving and taking, we both happy.
And you're gonna do that.
And you're gonna do that.
Yes. Okay. How long you been married?
I don't think the post was about like Woody said. It's not like I'm gonna come home every night at 3 a.m. and wake you up. That's silly.
Some people might ask.
Well, I wouldn't do that. But if once out of 16 years, I came home and said, babe, I am so hungry. Can you please fix me something or another?
That's different though. The question wasn't posed like
I'm not talking about that no more.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking about, Keisha been fired up about this for 2 weeks. And I see both sides. LaWanda said,
another scenario is going to a sports event with him, and I don't like sports, and him going to a ballet performance with me because I guess he doesn't
sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Next one.
And Michelle said, being quiet is a sacrifice for me. Being quiet. I do it even when I don't want to. That's big.
That's huge.
Right. And Princess said, where you coming from at 3 a.m. in the morning?
Princess,
that's a whole nother subject.
It could be a myriad of places. He could be working. His work schedule could call for that. He could have hung out with the boys.
Absolutely.
It could be, I don't even want to get into that. That's another live.
Right. But Michelle, that's big right there.
What?
Being quiet. That is big. Because sometimes you have to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And you just because that yeah, you have to be quiet. And I had to learn that as well. You got to know when to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know when to listen because that's very important.
Right.
And that is a sacrifice.
It is.
That's a sacrifice.
Right. LaWanda said better eat over there. See, that's why I wanted a lot of guys up here, just to get an even balance. Like I said, I see both sides. I truly do. I see both sides of the equation.
So tell the question again because we got some new people that just
we do?
Yeah, don't play the video. We just say the question.
So there was a question posed. A gentleman was out and about on the streets asking, if your man came home at 3 a.m. and asked you to fix him a meal, would you get up and do it? And every woman on the video, well, no. The majority of them said no. Some said I would fix him a turkey sandwich, but the majority said no. And then someone had responded to the post saying, these are the same women who would ask a man to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go see if somebody's trying to break in the house and put his life on the line for her and the children. Is that fair?
Okay.
So Omar said,
how about me watching all them Lifetime movies, housewife shows, and when the game is on? That's sacrifice.
That is sacrificing. Because those movies are normally horrible. That is that. But like we said, I want to get away from the 3 a.m. meal because we pretty much have nailed that. That ain't happening for the majority of us, besides Shanita, God's angel. And then but it is about sacrifice. And sometimes you are going to be asked to do something you don't want to do. What is your response going to be?
Sabrina said, I sacrifice. My husband gets what he wants on big things, where we live and how we move through our relationship.
Okay. And let me say this. The reason why I say there's no right or wrong answer. Everybody's relationship is different.
Absolutely.
No, everybody has their own. Marriage and relationships are like a highway. You get on and you decide which way you want to go. There's exits you can take here. There's a shortcut you can take there. You decide what's best for you. Your best way to get to your destination is based on you all. So yep. I may want to take I-40. You may want to take 540. But we're going to get to where it is that we got to go. So there's no wrong answer to me to this question, but you must be willing to sacrifice in relationship on a daily, yearly basis.
Because if you don't, you're gonna run into some major issues.
Right.
It's gonna be harder than what it could have been. You
right.
understand what I'm saying? And that
right.
I think that's why a lot of people, a lot of like they say, well, how do their relationship last? I've heard that last so much longer than the younger generation because they were willing to make sacrifices and stick through it and
right.
work through it.
Right.
When it's the younger generation is like, well, I ain't got to take that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they're so quick to get out of it.
Right.
Now, so, but you got to know your points though. You got to know what y'all got to come together and know what works for each other.
Mhm.
How about
And speaking of younger, the majority of the people on that video were younger women.
And I said that.
But to me, that's even more of who we need to be speaking to, because one day they're going to be older women, hopefully in marriages. And if they don't change that mindset now, it's going to get worse once they get married.
Who's Marcus? Marcus said my wife made me join.
Well, I don't know who your wife is, but thanks,
Hi,
wife.
Marcus.
Marcus said, what y'all talking about? We'll come back to it. We almost done though. Is this the current thing? Yes, sir. I gotta go having a meeting. This is good. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Read that.
Is it a sacrifice if you get to pick and choose when and what you want to do?
Great question. And no, it is not a sacrifice, because that's not sacrifice. If I choose to do it for you, I ain't sacrificed nothing.
Right.
Normally, sacrifice is something you don't want to do. So no, if you pick and choose what you want to do, that's not a sacrifice. Great point. Excellent point. It's not a sacrifice. And in marriage, huh?
I was
Say
just
what?
reading. Go ahead.
Okay. In the marriage, I said it a few minutes ago, to be in a good one, to be in a working, functional one, you're going to have to do some stuff you don't want to do.
Absolutely.
Ain't no way around it.
Yep.
There's no way around it.
Yep.
But if you truly love your better half the way you say you do, then you do it. And they should reciprocate. Because if it's one person, I'm sorry, I keep hitting the table. If it's one person just doing it, that relationship is in some trouble, or it needs some attention, in my opinion.
Right. And it depends on what you talk about sacrificing. You know, if it doesn't cause like detriment to your relationship, how about that?
Good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. We're not talking about something that's going to cause harm. That's an excellent point. We're talking about something that's going to, for one, there are going to be some times where it's just your job to build your other spouse up. You ain't got to like it, but you're going to have to do it. That's your job. We ain't talking about no male, female now. We're talking about both of y'all. There are going to be days where she just got to build me up. It was last week.
Yes.
Well, I needed her. I needed her last week, and she was there for me. You know, now that wasn't a sacrifice because she doesn't mind doing it. But there are other things that we've done over July be 16 years. There's been plenty of stuff she's done that she didn't want to do. And there's been plenty of stuff that I
might
do.
go to that Cowboy game. But
I
went to sleep.
You had a
at
good
the game.
time.
Y'all, I went to sleep at the game. I'm in the stadium sleep.
No, that's not a good comparison because you had a ball that weekend. So that's
but
not
I did have a ball. I had a ball.
Yeah, yeah, she was happy and right up into the game, which I thought was weird. But anyway, so that's not really I wouldn't call that a sacrifice.
All right.
It was today for your brother. It must be a Rogers thing the last couple of weeks. I don't know what it is, because last week was a rough week for me, but I'm still here. And my wife was there for me last week, and I want to publicly thank her.
Yes.
She knew what to say, what not to say, and when to just listen.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to have, you know. It's just a part of the marriage thing. So, but I'm good. God got me, so I ain't worried about that.
Michelle said, I learned more about sports in the last 14 years than I could have ever imagined. But my husband is a sports guy and wants quality time, so I watch sports. He watches HGTV for hours, and in the end, because he equally wants to spend time with me.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go. Hey, Toya.
Absolutely.
You're going to do, and that's not much to ask. My goodness.
That's just one of the sacrifices.
That's
a small sacrifice.
That's a small sacrifice. That's not much to ask.
Right.
I'm going to say this, ladies. I hope y'all don't get offended. Because what you got to do sometimes, I think, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I think y'all forget about who you were with before you got with your husbands.
What do you mean?
And what they put you through. And they won't ask you to sacrifice nothing because they won't spend no time with you. They was running around, this, that, and the third.
Not all of them, but
a lot.
It could have been a woman. Okay,
it could have been a woman. But then when you get with somebody who respects you, treats you, nurtures you, provides, you can't get up at 3 a.m. and make a sandwich. I'm just using that as an example.
I thought we was leaving the sandwich alone.
I'm just using that as an example.
Okay.
So I think sometimes we forget what we have. And sometimes we have a tendency to take our spouse for granted. But all you need to do is just have a memory every now and then and think about where you were 10 to 15, 20 years ago, how you were being treated 10, 15, 20 years ago, how that person had no respect for you, no regard for you. Then kids living how you was coming or going. didn't work, beat you, physical and verbal abuse, cheated on you,
Made you feel like a third wheel.
made you feel like a third wheel.
That's right.
Don't forget
That's
those
true.
days, because that led you to who you're with. So you can't still, you got to change when you get with that person, because you were with a different person.
Absolutely.
Sacrifice. So true. So don't forget, and we all do that every now and then. We forget what we left, but just think back and remember, oh God, okay, let me get up and fix the sandwich. Or let me get up and shoot this burglar.
Well, I hope you wanted that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, we have a tendency to take each other for granted, especially when you've been together a long time. That's a marriage and relationship killer. So we don't want to do that. So I don't know. I just wanted to get some balance, because I thought it was I thought it was an excellent topic, and I thought the response was even more.
Well, Princess said, what if you didn't have those experiences? Nothing to compare to.
That's an excellent point. So there are certain things that we develop as adults, talents, gifts, whatever, that we didn't see growing up. But if we want to do it, we find a way to get taught. You understand what I'm saying? If you didn't grow up seeing your dad, if you didn't grow up seeing your dad as a Mr. Fix-It, you understand what I'm saying? If you didn't see that, but you want to get into that field, you'll go somewhere and take classes. You'll go to some type of schooling, get some type of training or certification, because it's important to you. The same thing goes for marriage and relationships. There are plenty of places you can go to get help to become a better spouse.
If you want.
If you want it.
Right.
Excellent point. But you can become better, even though you didn't see. And I know that plays a huge part. But if I use myself as an example, I'm not a fix-it guy. My dad is not. I love him dearly. He's a great man, father, husband, all of that. He's not a Mr. Fix-It guy. I didn't see that. So for years, if stuff break down here, it was just broken. Until I can't fix it, because if I try to fix it, I'm gonna make it worse. Until I got to the point where I was like, okay, you can try. You can go on YouTube. My wife would throw hints. I found it on YouTube. That was her hint to me that you could go look on YouTube too. So there were certain things that started happening maybe 3 or 4 years ago that was small, that I would fix myself or attempt to fix, correct?
Yeah.
Or even if I didn't do it, I know 2 brothers, Dylan and Derek McIntyre, that I can call to come help me. But it was on me to make that sacrifice to do that, because that is what was needed, even though I didn't see it growing up.
Uh-huh.
You understand what I'm saying? So you can go find, there's ways to become what you didn't see.
Well, then she said you learn and live together.
Correct.
That's what she said.
Correct. You learn and you live together.
She came back with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You learn and you live together.
You learn and you live together. So there's ways around that, but you just got to be willing to put forth the sacrifice. You got it. That should have been the title of this tonight, as opposed to you want me to do what? But there's going to be some you want me to do what days in your marriage. How you going to respond to it?
Absolutely.
Because if you've been together any period of time, they are coming.
Yep. Whether it's with bills, whether it's
correct.
with
Awesome.
children, especially.
Right. That's right.
Whether it's with children, whether it's with bills, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Fixing a meal.
Right.
Whatever the case may be. You're just going to have to come together and come to like you said, a mutual agreement or understanding.
That's right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If you want it to work. If you don't, then let the chips fall where they may.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying that's what's going to happen.
That's the easiest way to grow apart from each other.
That's so
that's
true.
when things, yeah. So
That's
don't
true.
do that. Try to make it work. If you can.
Sacrifice. That's the word for the week, people.
Remember that.
Remember the word sacrifice. If you want it to work, you're going to have to sacrifice.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Our time is about up.
our time is about up. We don't want to hold you too long. We hope we said something that you can use, or even if it just gets you to talking.
Absolutely. Realistic expectations as well. That's right. Oh, good. That's good, Toya.
What's good?
Realistic expectations. Realistic expectations. Don't have be real about it.
But again, if we
That's
talking
the
about
3 a.m.
that's if we talking about sacrifices, you know,
But it has to be realistic expectations.
Okay.
That's what she
that's
said.
not sacrifice though. A lot of times, sacrifice
It's things you don't want to do.
is things you don't want to do, and it may not be realistic to you at the time, but you still go forth and do it.
Mm,
So
absolutely.
anyway, we huh?
Your computer.
Oh, okay, it's done. Okay, so my computer is saying it has sacrificed enough for
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 tonight.
tonight. It is done. This was a good topic. I'm gonna wake Lawan up at 3 for something to eat. I don't even want to ask what, because I know.
Wait a minute now. No,
See the
I'm
difference?
playing.
See the difference? They'll wake up at 3 for that.
Wait a minute. No, I'm just playing.
Sad,
Go ahead.
sad, sad, sad.
But she ain't fixing no sandwich. Okay, it's something different. That's totally different. Okay. Moving on. All right. Thank you guys. We love you all. Thank you for joining us tonight and share it with somebody. And start a conversation.
Yes.
And remember the word of the week is sacrifice.
And if you're watching
with a smile.
if you're watching the rebroadcast, you can still leave a comment. We still want to hear from you. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. We had a good time.
Absolutely.
I think Keisha has calmed down now.
I have.
Hopefully. Hopefully so.
Love y'all.
Y'all
too.
be good.
All right. Bye. Good night.